So just to start it off, Dominic, I've heard you're quite the prankster on set, and so a little bird told me somewhere here.
To shut his mouth. Matthew. Was it Matthew? Or was it Alberto? It might have been Alberto. Was it Alberto?
I cannot tell a lie, but
Matthew, yeah. Because Matt's a hard one. Matt's a hard one to get. He's I don't know how he does it. He's got like a spatial. I'm a hard one to prank because I'm a pranker. You can't prank a pranker. That's mental. But it can't be done. But Matt's next on my list because he can't. It's just he has this 360 awareness that makes it very difficult. Kat, however, is the most jumpy human being in the world, and it's hilarious.
I'm so gullible.
It reached a point by like episode 6 that it wasn't even fun anymore. It was too easy. Because I had to move on. I had to up my game. But I still don't know what you're talking about. I'm not a prankster.
Yes, you are.
I did tape you to the trailer.
You taped me to my trailer.
Yeah, I did.
I was stuck. Matt had to come with scissors and cut me out.
Yeah, that was a fun day.
It was a fun day.
that sounds amazing. The fans want to know, are you and Matt like parabatai in real life?
We're pretty close.
Yes.
Yeah, we're pretty close. Whether or not our hearts beat as one in battle would, I guess, remain to be seen until we end up in some sort of battle. But yeah, I think we're pretty close. Hey, Matt, we parabatai in real life, baby? Hell yeah, we are. There you go.
There you go. There you have it.
My first question is for Cassie. How involved were you with the production on set?
I was not very involved with the production on set. I was somewhat involved with, I was definitely involved with casting. And I was definitely involved with sort of talking with Mick G about things like sort of overall tone and, definitely, he would call me, but you got to realize that every episode is directed by a different director. And there's no way for me to meet them all or like establish a relationship with them. So they work with the writer's room that's, there and when I got on set, they were like, hey, here's Clary's bedroom. And I was like, looks great. Here's the institute. Looks great. And they were like, here's the nuclear reactor. And I was like, well, I don't know what that's for, but okay. So there's a good amount of it that I know. And then there's a amount of it that's clearly largely the showrunner's vision and where they've decided to kind of take the characters and what they've decided to do. So I think that as a readership, we're definitely going to be taken on a ride.
Yeah, I think that's fairly put. And I think what people got to understand is, she wrote the books. And in television is a showrunner's medium. It's not a director's medium. It's a showrunner's medium, and I say that with the greatest respect to the showrunners. If you like Game of Thrones, it's Benioff and Weiss. Those guys are doing their thing, man, and the buck stops with them. And our guy's Ed Dector, and he's doing the best he can, and I believe he did a great many things right, and he's trying to interpret the essence of what she put forward. And I think there'll be some passionate conversation along the way about, this is more of this, and the nature of Magnus's magic is this, and this part, and the more glitter, and what have you. But that's what makes a horse race, and we look forward to it all. And I think what matters most is the fandom understands we are really, really trying, and we really, really respect them. And furthermore, I reflect on the first season, I'm dating myself, of Seinfeld. They hadn't really found their rhythm yet. You know what I mean? And then they went on to find their rhythm, and that's the beauty of television, that it evolves. As we have this conversation, we have not even finished the pilot episode yet. I'm studying all of you. So I'm garnering clues of what I can do to go back and take it higher still. So it's very, very amorphous, and it continues to evolve. And if we don't like it, I suggest we tackle Ed Dector.
That's great. What do you think of Izzy's style? How is it working in heels, fighting demons?
It's awesome. She is the best Shadowhunter because she fights in heels. She's better than Jace, and she's better than Alec, I have to admit. No, I'm just kidding. No, but it's it's a challenge. I'm fighting in 7-inch heels. I get to do my own stunts, and it could get dangerous. So far everything's been perfect. I haven't had any injuries myself, but it's really fun. And the whip, and she's just so powerful and sexy and badass. And she loves, she loves so much. She loves her brother so much. She's willing to die for her brother. It shows how selfless she is, and it's really nice to portray a character so cool like Izzy.
So Twitter was going insane when the casting was announced. What did you guys think when you got your roles?
For me, this is my first series, one of my first jobs. So I didn't understand what that meant when my agent told me I got the job and that they're going to release it and get ready on Twitter. I had no idea. I had 200 followers that were all my friends from school. And then as soon as it got released, my phone just blew up for the next 6 hours. And it was nonstop. And it was such a wave of support that at first it was a little overwhelming. But now that you've kind of immersed ourselves in the series and immersed ourselves in these characters, it's become extremely amazing because we know that we have this fan base that we're working for and we're kind of working with to make this story really come to life.
Yeah, I didn't know I saw on Twitter we're gonna announce Sizzy, or they were just gonna announce
Sizzy.
We're gonna announce Sizzy and Isabel, and I'm like, oh my God, they're announcing her. That's it. I didn't make it because they're about to announce it in like 5 minutes. I get a phone call from my managers, and they're like, you know what, we're sorry, you didn't make it, and I'm like, okay, it's fine. Like, the second they're like, just kidding, you made it. And I'm like, what? And as soon as they told me, I saw Twitter, and it was like they posted the picture of us.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, it was a roller coaster of emotions, and we just feel blessed. We're Latinos, and we're representing, and we're trying to break the mold, and giving opportunities for people out there that want to work hard to fulfill their dreams. So it's really cool.
What was it like playing a werewolf?
I can tell you what it was like to play Luke Garraway. How about that? Yeah. Yeah. I've always wanted to be a cop or a detective on TV. So I did a lot of study, and I had this book that I like, police procedure and for writers that I kind of studied. So I like to bring a lot of authenticity to the character. So I read up on what different detectives do and different like motives and things they like have when they go into a crime scene. So I hope that the fans like what I did with the character.
And what do you have in common with Luke?
Oh man. Well, I have a 14-year-old daughter. She's not 19, but I know what it's like to deal with a young person, have a young person living at home, and kind of deal with their changes and the changes that they go through from going from a teen to an adult, and that in between, that kind of weird stage. So I try to put a little bit of myself into the character and show that a little bit of my fatherness. If that's even a word, father.
Also, as an actor and as a person, Isaiah is kind of protective, just as he goes through the day, and he really looks after the cast. So that's really what Luke has been doing all these years with Jocelyn, looking over and protecting her.
That's amazing. Well, on that note, is there anyone on the set that you're super close with?
I think all of them, actually. I mean, really, to tell you the truth, every one of us is real close. We have our little group chat that we text each other on. I think because Harry's so close in age to me, we hang out a little bit more. But other than that, I would say Mateus, Matt. I like to tease Matt a lot and kind of just mess with him. So yeah, Matt and Harry, but also Dom and Alberto also, and the girls.
We were considering creating a showbiz feud between them because they all get along so well, but we couldn't decide who would be feuding. So
that's amazing. Well, what was it like, working on a show that has an insane fan base?
Yeah, it's a lot of responsibility. You really want to make sure that the fans that they're happy with what you kind of give them, what you produce. But at the same time, you want to bring something new to it. You want to bring something that maybe hasn't been seen and kind of like show a quality that fans aren't used to seeing in the books, but maybe they recognize something in themselves.
You know what we're hoping? We're hoping that the fans, the real diehard fans who know the books really well, will watch it, and we hope that they'll be a little upset. That's not in the book, and then go, oh, wait a minute, it seems to be going back to what's in the books. Oh, that's how they got there. That's why they did that. In fact, that's why we made Luke a detective. That wasn't in the book, but when you see what we've done with it and how protective he is and how he's watching out over Jocelyn by being a detective, hopefully the fans will go, oh, you know what? That kind of makes sense to us now.
What do you think about the impact that Malik have had on LGBT fans?
I think being represented on in the books, not just right first off it was in the books, and now on television, I think is going to be very impactful for the community. And coming from a show that has definitely impacted from Glee and impacted the LGBT community is. What I love is the fact that it allows people just to be themselves at the end of the day, and have some kind of representation that they can maybe relate to, or something that will, even outside of just entertainment, give them maybe some source of advice, and on how to move forward with their feelings.
The shadow world, right, has a lot of fantastic creatures and various things like that, but this is something that we wanted to keep real. And we didn't want it to venture into absurd territory or some kind of traditional, cliched storyline. So it was very important to us to do it in a way that is real and a way that people can relate to. And I think we've accomplished that.
I have a very important question. Will Chairman Meow be in the show?
That was a question asked on the panel.
And
What did
Ed
Ed
gave
said? Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Very interesting. Okay, great. So you guys seem like fun guys. Are you guys pranksters on the set? Is there anything hilarious that's gone down that you want to share?
We don't have
You've
time
been
for
around more
pranks.
for the pranks.
There
Dom,
were
Dom is a
pranks.
prankster.
Dom causes trouble.
scares
I
the
put
crap out
fires
of
out.
Kat.
I put out the fires, and Harry's too mature to cause too many problems. So I don't know. It's a mixed bag of people. We've come away
I mean,
unscathed.
except for that, I mean, it's not more pranks, but I think when we go to someone's apartment, they have these Nerf guns, like 10 of them. So literally for an hour, it's just Nerf gun fight. That's just chaos. That everyone in a small apartment too. I don't know how it even happens.
No,
People are on
but
the
a lot of things
floor,
to jump
crawling.
behind things is great.
It's
Yeah, we have a lot of playtime.